What does a flashing yellow light mean? A. Proceed with caution. B. Yield. C. Stop. D. Watch out for pedestrians. What does a flashing yellow light mean? A. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light is used to warn drivers of potential hazards or changes in the road up ahead. This could include a traffic signal at the next intersection, a pedestrian crosswalk, or other reasons why you may need to slow down. When you see a flashing yellow light, you should slow down and be prepared to react to what's ahead. This may mean you need to slow down even more or come to a complete stop. At an intersection, you can think of a flashing yellow light as a yield sign. Backing your vehicle is A. Always safe. B. Never dangerous. C. Sometimes dangerous. D. Always dangerous. Backing your vehicle is D. Always dangerous. Backing up a car is always a dangerous maneuver. When you drive in reverse, it is much harder to see what's behind you and it can be difficult to control your vehicle. For this reason, it is important to always reverse slowly and carefully, and to be constantly checking for hazards. A yellow, diamond-shaped sign with a black cross on it means there's what ahead? A. A railroad crossing. B. An intersection. C. A crosswalk. D. A church. A yellow, diamond-shaped sign with a black cross on it means there's B. An intersection ahead. A yellow, diamond-shaped road sign with a black cross on it means that you are approaching a four-way intersection. Yellow, diamond-shaped road signs are warning, or advisory, signs that warn drivers of upcoming hazards and changes in the road. A black cross on one of these signs is used to alert drivers of upcoming intersections where traffic moving in different directions will cross paths. Two sets of solid double yellow lines that are 2 or more feet apart. A. May be crossed to pass other vehicles. B. May not be crossed. C. May be used to make a U-turn. D. Divide lanes of traffic moving in the same direction. Two sets of double solid yellow lines that are spaced at least 2 feet apart are used to separate traffic moving in opposite directions. These types of lines essentially represent a barrier that should not be crossed for any reason. In some cases, these lines will have a small, raised median between them. Other times there may not be anything between them. If you are driving next to a set of 2 double solid yellow lines, you may not cross over them to pass, make turns, or for any other reason. HOV lanes are reserved for A. Buses only. B. Rush hour traffic. C. Emergency vehicles only. D. Vehicles with 2 or more people. HOV lanes are reserved for D. Vehicles with 2 or more people. On some freeways, the left lane is designated as an HOV lane. HOV stands for High Occupancy Vehicles, which is typically defined as vehicles carrying 2 or more passengers including the driver. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles A. On the side of the broken yellow line may pass. B. On the side of the solid yellow line may pass. C. May not pass on either side of the yellow lines. D. May pass on either side of the yellow lines. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles A. On the side of the broken yellow line may pass. Yellow lines on the road divide lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions and indicate when and where crossing over the line to pass is allowed. The center of an undivided roadway will often have a double yellow line. When one side is solid and the other side is broken, drivers on the side of the broken yellow line are allowed to cross into the opposite lane of traffic in order to pass other vehicles. When should you yield your legal right-of-way? A. If it will prevent a collision. B. In a roundabout. C. When you have a green arrow. D. When you are the first to arrive at an intersection. When should you yield your legal right-of-way? A. If it will prevent a collision. Right-of-way rules exist to help traffic, pedestrians, and bicyclists flow in a safe and orderly manner. The law does not grant the right-of-way to anyone, but there are some universal right-of-way rules that drivers are expected to follow. These right-of-way rules are designed to eliminate confusion and hazards when traffic is moving in multiple directions. However, you should always yield your right-of-way if it will help prevent or avoid a collision or hazardous situation. Unless otherwise posted, what is the speed limit in a residential area? A. 25 miles per hour. B. 15 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. D. 45 miles per hour. Unless otherwise posted, what is the speed limit in a residential area? A. 25 miles per hour. Residential areas are another place where drivers need to use caution. You'll encounter a variety of hazards in residential zones, such as uncontrolled intersections, blind intersections, children playing, dogs in the street, cars pulling in and out of driveways. When backing up you should A. Turn your head to look out of your rear window. B. Look out of your rear view mirror. C. Look out of your right side mirror. D. Gently press the gas pedal. When backing up you should A. Turn your head to look out of your rear window. You should not rely on your mirrors when driving in reverse. By turning your head and body, you'll have a better view of what's behind you and better control of your vehicle. Great job! Here are some of your next steps to getting your learner's permit or driver's license. Read and study the official driver handbook from your state DMV. Take more free practice tests at puedomanejar.com. Gather all your necessary forms and documents before you visit the DMV office. Before you know it, you'll be driving in your very own car all by yourself. puedomanejar.com. Free DMV practice tests and much more to help you pass your real exams. Visit us today.